So Aaron, old man Rodgers is at it again. Here come the drama, here come the mess. So he's holding two teams hostage, and it's the New York Giants and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And the team he really wants to go to is the Minnesota Vikings. But they're looking at him, and they watched him last year, and they're like 41 years old, coming off an Achilles 2 years ago, can't move faster than a snail, comes with a lot of drama, like a soap opera, One Life to Live, the daytime drama shows. And they're like, nah, we're good. You're over 40, 20 plus years in the league. It ain't like you're Tom Brady. So nah, take your somewhere else. So the Pittsburgh Steelers are basically at a standstill right now. They're not getting Russell Wilson back, and their only option is Aaron Rodgers or Kirk Cousins. And the Atlanta Falcons haven't even let go of Kirk Cousins. They still have to pay him the money to basically be on the roster because they made the dumb move by signing him, knowing you was going to draft Michael Penix Jr. in the NFL draft any damn way. First of all, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and let's break down the mess and the offseason drama yet again of Aaron Rodgers. I don't know if y'all noticed, he's turning into Brett Favre, because Brett Favre did the same back when he was playing in the late 2000s going into the 2010s. But we gonna get to that. And as far as the New York Giants, God bless y'all. What a misery of a franchise. Y'all can't find a quarterback since Eli Manning. That was the last good quarterback you had, and that was the only quarterback that gave you at least 2 Super Bowls before you had some in the 90s. But other than that, this has been a disgrace, because Aaron Rodgers is holding up the New York Giants and the Pittsburgh Steelers hostage. And also, another player who's holding up, Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson has been meeting with other teams. Russell Wilson has met with the Cleveland Browns. He's met with the New York Giants. So there's interest in Russell Wilson. But for some odd reason, only a few teams want Aaron Rodgers. And Aaron Rodgers is not the Aaron Rodgers of old. He's an old Aaron Rodgers. You go back and watch him last year, he's an old Aaron Rodgers. He's not moving out of that pocket. He's slow-footed. Like I said, he can't run faster than a snail. He can barely move side to side. He's an old Aaron Rodgers. And if you watched him last year, yeah, he got it going late in the season, but that's what happened when you're old. You can't get it up that damn fast, and it take you a minute to kind of get up to speed. That's what happens. And Aaron Rodgers got it going late. It was too late by that time. Team was a mess. Team was drama. You had Garrett Wilson getting into it with Aaron Rodgers. He was kind of getting ready to get up out of the Jets. The Jets defense was in turmoil because their coach, Robert Saleh, who they love to play for, let him go, and then the defense regressed. And before Aaron Rodgers even got there, that was a top 5 defense. But if he ended up going to the Pittsburgh Steelers, that's another team who has a top 5 to a top 10 defense. You have arguably the best pass rush in the game in TJ Watt, Big Cam Ward in the middle, Joey Porter. Then they also signed Darius Slay, and they got Micah Fitzpatrick in the backfield, defensive backfield as a safety. So they got the pieces defensively. Offensively has been the problem because they haven't had that quarterback, honestly, since Big Ben Roethlisberger was great in his days. And even as he was at a tail end of his career, the offense still didn't look this damn bad. They've had Juju Smith. I mean, you've had George Pickens now. You've had Deontay Johnson. Guys go in and out of this locker room, and it just has not worked offensively. They let Najee Harris go, so you're going to have to address the running back position. Jalen Warren, they signed a tender on him, so a team basically has to trade, I believe, a second-round tender to get him, give the Steelers a second-round draft pick, and they can have Jalen Warren. But most likely, you're going to have to pay Jalen Warren. He's probably going to get about a respectable deal. But Aaron Rodgers ain't all that. I'm not going to sit here and wait till the NFL draft wait for him to make a decision. Man, hell no. Go ahead, send his ass packing. Go wherever you want to go. I don't care where you go. The Minnesota Vikings don't want you, dog. They got J.J. McCarthy. They literally spent a first-round draft pick on him. He's on a 5-year deal. And as we know now, with quarterbacks, after year 3, they're eligible to sign. They're eligible to get that mega contract extension. It's important for the Minnesota Vikings to know what kind of quarterback they have. Because is he gonna be like a Brock Purdy kind of guy? A guy that you have to have a bunch of weapons around him and he's gonna look good to average? Or is he gonna be a guy that, you know what, when push comes to shove, we can give him the ball in late game situations, he can go break us home. He's gonna be a consistent over 4,000 yards passing, a consistent over 30 touchdowns, a consistent 10 interceptions or less. That's what the Minnesota Vikings need to decide. But going to go get Aaron Rodgers ain't the move. And he's following the same footsteps as Brett Favre. If a lot of y'all know football, Brett Favre did the same exact thing. Only difference was he didn't spend 2 years with the Jets. Aaron Rodgers did. But he spent all that time in Green Bay. Kept holding the Packers hostage. Didn't know what he wanted to do. Until the Packers said, you know what? We tired of your old We got a young Aaron Rodgers in the waiting. We know he gonna be great. So go ahead and go to the Jets. And they looked good for the first year. And then they tailed off pretty bad because he did have an injury. But excuses is excuses. He played horrible down the stretch at the end of that year, and they missed the playoffs. Then he holds another team hostage, the Minnesota Vikings. He goes to them, they go to the NFC Championship game, and he throws the dumbest interception in NFL playoff history, throwing across the middle of the field, something you do not do as an NFL quarterback when you're rolling to the right and you throw to the middle of the field, because you can't see the defender, because you got to, in the helmet, there's only so much you can see. Anyway, that's Brett Favre. So now, and then he played with the Vikings for a second year, and then he ended up retiring because he looked like garbage the second year. Now let's go to Aaron Rodgers. Turn it right into Brett Favre. He got him a Super Bowl, that little one Super Bowl in 2010, but since then he hasn't won a damn thing. And he got to the point with the Green Bay Packers. He didn't like the fact that they drafted Jordan Love in 2020. But you know what? The Packers like, you know what? We're putting you on notice because we're getting sick of you. Now I'll give Aaron Rodgers credit. He did go and win back-to-back MVPs, so I will give him that credit. But that back-to-back MVP Aaron Rodgers is gone. He's done. He's old. He's in the books now. He's in history. And this cold Aaron Rodgers that we watching right now, that we just seen with the New York Jets, is trash. He's horrible. It's just that simple. I ain't gonna say he's just horrible because he is horrible. And I want to ask this question to y'all. Let me know in the comment section. Is it a good move for the Vikings? Is it a good move for the Steelers? Is it a good move for the Giants? For old ass Aaron Rodgers to go there? Because like I said, they're depending on getting an old Aaron Rodgers, like the Aaron Rodgers of old. Instead, you're going to get a wheelchair Aaron Rodgers because he's old. He's an old Aaron Rodgers. And with the New York Giants, just go on and draft a quarterback. Get this over with. I know you want to get the Manning kid out of Texas because there's connections with Eli and stuff like that. You did the same thing with Daniel Jones. Now, the only thing I will say is Manning will be better than Daniel Jones. I promise you that. As an NFL quarterback in the NFL, Arch Manning will be better than Daniel Jones in the NFL. Mark my words on that. But the New York Giants, go get a quarterback and get this over with. Or go draft Travis Hunter. I don't care what you do. But waiting on an old Aaron Rodgers, you're not even a playoff team. You're the worst team in the division, and that's saying something. Because my Dallas Cowboys ain't really a playoff team, they damn self. So what does that say about y'all? Now, the Giants, please, draft a quarterback, rebuild your offensive line, and get this over with. We tired of hearing about y'all. I don't even like talking about y'all. But the Pittsburgh Steelers, you have a team that is literally right there on the verge of being a real Super Bowl contender. You're just missing that quarterback. You're missing that offense. You're in the same division with the Cincinnati Bengals, with Joe Burrow, who's locked up for years to come in Cincinnati, with Jamar Chase and T. Higgins, who just recently re-signed their contract extension. So they're not going anywhere. You're going to have to put up points. You're going to have to deal with also the Baltimore Ravens, Lamar Jackson. He's not going nowhere. We just seen what him and King Henry did last year. Now you add a DeAndre Hopkins, who did look washed up in Kansas City, but let's hope he can turn back the clock, and this will be a high-power offense up in Baltimore. Because you still got Hollywood Brown. Not Hollywood Brown. You still got Zay Flowers. You still got Mark Andrews. You still got Isaiah Likely, and they're most likely probably going to draft another wide receiver as well. But Aaron Rodgers, please, somebody go get this man a bib and go take his retirement home, because it's time to go walk away. It's done. It's over. A lot of teams ain't calling you, my boy. Like I said, since 2015, so 2010, you haven't won a Super Bowl. 2010, we're in 2025. That was 15 years ago. That last time you won a Super Bowl. So you over here sticking out your chest out like you an elite quarterback. A guy like Tom Brady, I'll wait for it. Patrick Mahomes was to retire last year, but he's like, you know what? I'm ready to come back. You can wait on him. Hell, some teams will even wait on Andrew Luck. But to wait on this old quarterback? Hell to the no. I know I wouldn't. Let me know in the comment section what y'all would do. But yeah, that's what's going on right now with Aaron Rodgers. He's basically waiting to the NFL draft to make a decision, and he's holding up the New York Giants and the Pittsburgh Steelers hostage. I think they should just find another quarterback and move on and have his ass basically sit out all of next year and not have a team to play for, since he want to act like a prima donna and think that he's still an elite quarterback when he's not. So y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Leave a comment in the comment section. Like the video. Do y'all want to see Aaron Rodgers with any one of y'all teams? If you're a Giants, if you're a Vikings, or if you're a Steelers fan, or hell, would you even want to see him with the Cleveland Browns? I just want his old ass go away at this point. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Y'all be smooth. I'll catch y'all in the next video.